Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we're back for My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 5. Oh man, I am really looking forward to, what we get into with this show. So last episode we had the encounter with Overhaul, which Mirio handled wonderfully, and I understand Midoriya's side of it too. I hope people didn't think I took too much of Midoriya's side, because I did understand both aspects of what was going on there in that encounter. I know I talked more about Mirio. He was just so quick on his feet to, hide his own, fear, because I'm sure he was partially scared and everything. He is older than Midoriya and everything, but I just really loved how that whole encounter went down. And then we had the All Might situation with Midoriya, where we learned more about Sir Night Eye and how far his quirk can see into the future. Supposedly, All Might die unless they twist fate, or they already have twisted fate, to be able to fix it and everything. But that was a heavy episode. It was awesome. There was not really any action, and I still absolutely loved it. Had chills, was on the edge of my seat, and not a lot of shows can do that without action. Really good action moments for me anyway. But yeah, guys, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what episode 5 has in store for us. So let's jump on into it. Alrighty, so a few full lengthers. We are gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Whoa! Whoa! Is this like a TV show? Or is this real? The animation on the big guys looks crazy. Whoa! What are we watching? Alright. Oh, that's okay. I see. This isn't a movie or anything. I was wondering if someone was watching this on TV, but nope. Nice. Yeah, so that's one of the other big three that we just saw. That's cool. I didn't recognize her at first. Oh, who's that? She's like a bat vampire kind of person. Dragoon hero? Dragon hero? Number 9. Alright. Cool. Yeah. Oh, cool. They're gonna be siding up with Night Eye. Working with Midoriya and stuff. Cool. Nice. Oh, this encounter. Ah, the opening. Do 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 do. Oh, I like this opening. Ah. Yeah, I was really confused at the opening. Apologies for that. The beginning bit confused me. I didn't know not what was going on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it definitely makes sense to throw them off so they don't know where they're at. Uh, all right, so yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Jesus. Whoa. I didn't realize that like arm came out of him or something. What was that? Ooh. All right. Oh, this guy, he's in the opening. Red Riot, yeah, Kirishima. Yeah, and he's cool. His outfit fits his personality quite a bit. Your spit. This guy looks so goofy, but I definitely don't want to underestimate him since he was someone to accept. Like, his agency is good enough, you know? Is that his hero name? Is his hero name Fat? I don't know if we saw it yet. I might have missed it if we did. Oh, damn. Alright. God, my hero has such crazy character designs all the time. Oh, Mr. Fat. Is that his name? Whoa. What? Tentacle powers OP! Damn. Whoa! He's got wings and, like, bird talons. Manifest. What? Damn. Does it have to be eaten recently or just in his entire life? Yeah, Sun Eater. Interesting. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit, is it one of those bullets? Or was that an interesting transition? What? What? Oh, he can harden. Did that stop it? Yes! His quirk won't work. Yep, it was one of those dart things. But it looks like it tried to activate, so it's not completely gone. It's just nullified, possibly temporarily. Most likely temporarily. Go, Kirishima! Oh! Oh, jeez! Hardening so strong. Is he crying? It's not fair! Oh, this poor guy. He's a villain, but I feel bad for him. Yeah, exactly. Oh, jeez. Wait, what is that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Some kind of super serum? Oh, so they can steal Quark somehow. That's Moonfish's power, isn't it? Or or is it extending his power? No, maybe it's not Moonfish. Okay. No, I think that's just extending his power somehow. What is going on? Oh, that's crazy. I wonder how that works. Oh, geez, back to this. Okay. Man, his eyes even harden? I never noticed that before. It's a lot like Moonfish's. Oh, damn. Can't just brute force it, you gotta dodge now. Jesus. Kirishima! Oh, bulldoze! What does that mean? Charging his phone for him. Oh, I'm getting chills just because I'm expecting something awesome to happen. Oh. Oh. Oh shit! Whoa! Yeah, Kirishima! Holy shit, he looks crazy! Oh damn, you broke him! Oh! Oh my god, that looks so cool! Oh my god, I'm tearing up! Oh. Oh damn! You got this, Kirishima! Just an unbreakable shield. Yes! Damn! That was cool. Whew. He starts crying again, god damn it. uh. Oh jeez. Mr. Fat gonna come in? Yep. Fat Gum. Is that his name then? Shit, what the hell's his name? Oh shit. Fat Gum, that's his quirk. Oh no, quirk is Fat Absorption. His name is Fat Gum, okay. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. You're a hero, Kirishima. Nice. Cool. Mina? Was that Mina? Wait, what's that? What? What was that? Okay. Hmm. Aww. His name is Amakiji, I think? Shoot. Yo. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Alright, and that's it. Holy crap, that went by fast. Jesus Christ. Do 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 do. I don't know what that like flashback was from Kirishima. I kind of want to go back and look at that scene. I think I will at some point during the discussion. Probably towards the end of it, I will. I wonder if we're gonna have after credits this time. Alright, let's see. Oh, there is after credits. Did they see it? Nice. Bakugo. Nice, they made on the news as well. Bakugo in the background there. Oh, Ida, you're a gem. Yeah. Oh, long after credit scene. Yeah. Oh, poor Eri. Hmm. Okay. Alrighty, guys, so that is the end of episode 5. That was fantastic episode. So it didn't have any Midoriya, but I'm perfectly okay with that because of what we saw. I actually, real quick, apologies. I was so confused by the beginning, thinking it was someone watching a TV show or something, that I thought it was like like a TV show or something, so I wasn't really like super paying attention. But we had Hado, who has like some kind of lightning type quirk. These two guys that seem to be able to get bigger and fight each other. It's just interesting. They look like really weird. One's like a shark, and the other one like has no eyes. Nice, and I didn't get to see what Gravity. I was like so confused. I didn't get to see what they did to take them down. But alright, they just, like, gave him a good smack, I guess. Alright, okay. Sorry, I just wanted to look at that. That was a really good episode, but I was so confused that I was thrown off by the beginning. I wanted to rewatch it. So yeah, that was cool. We got a little bit of what Sue and Uraka are up to in their work study with this number 9. Oh, I can't remember what she was. She was the Dragoon hero is what the subtitle said, but it almost sounded like they said dragon when they said the in Japanese. So I don't know which one she's supposed to be, but she's got like all these like bat things and like the claws going down her face. It looked like really cool. I like the way she looks. And then we had Hado, whose quirk is apparently like lightning or something. Did it say her quirk? I think it just gave like a little intro to her. Oh no, it did. Surge. Okay. Hold on, let me watch that little bit again, too. Oh, so it just says the name of the quirk, it doesn't describe it. But it looks like lightning. It looks like she's able to make herself float with the lightning somehow. Which is cool. But I don't fully understand how it works. Huh. Cool. Alright. Yeah. So I guess maybe we'll get a better description of what her quirk can do, or maybe we'll get to see her use it a bit more. She's just like lightning swirling around her hands and her feet, and she's like able to fly with it and stuff, which is really cool. I'm really looking forward to learn more about that. But then we moved on to Kirishima, who is doing a work study with what was his name? His hero name was Fat Gum, and his quirk was Fat Absorption. So he's able to he's able to like push someone inside of his fat and absorb anything, I guess, that they do, which is pretty crazy. I'm guessing one thing that he's going to be careful of is if he pulls someone inside of him like that, and they have the gun in their hand and they shoot it, would his quirk stop working? I wonder how that works for, because we know that some people have, I think they're called heteromorphic type quirks. The ones that are like, they embody their entire, human form. And it's not like a power they activate, it's just something that's there all the time. Kind of like, when they first talked about it, it was when Aizawa was fighting all the people in Season 1, and he was canceling the quirks, and the guy's like, what are you gonna do about a heteromorphic type or whatever? And it was the dude that, like, was, like, black skin with, like, white, like, crystals on him with 4 arms, and he said he can't cancel it. So one of those darts wouldn't be able to cancel it, and is that Fat Absorption that type of quirk or something, so I wonder if that could be canceled, but yeah, so the villains have a drug which apparently has been around, it's not new, that can buff your quirk, which is crazy. I mean, obviously the thought's been there since the beginning of the show that you can artificially enhance your power. I've thought about that. I don't know if I said that during my rewatch series, but it's always been something on the back of my mind ever since the show started. And so it's crazy that it's being brought up now, but apparently that's been a thing for a bit. But the villains have that, so they can buff their quirks, but then on top of that, they have this new drug that can take quirks away, which is crazy. At first I was very confused at the scene when he buffed his own quirk, the little blade guy, because we had, what's his name? Chisaki Overhaul talking about how they were able to analyze All For One's ability to steal quirks. And when they mentioned that with like the little dart things being able to like do that as well, I thought they were actually stealing quirks. So I thought this guy who used the drug to enhance his power was actually using a drug to give himself a different power, and he was giving himself moonfishes. But then I was like, well, even if it was Moonfish's quirk, it would still have to come out of his mouth, right? It would have to be his teeth. And then I was like, you know what? No, he has blade powers. It's probably just his blades enhanced. So, you know, it took me a second during that scene to figure it out, but I ended up figuring it out. But we had Amakiji, I think his name is. I might be able to find that scene real fast again. It might mention it, because they do pretty good of, like, reminding you of their names. See if I can... I don't know if it even says his name. Actually, no, it'll say it when it tells us his... Oh, yeah, there it is. Amajiki, yeah. So I was a little off on it. Had some of the letters twisted around. Alright, let me get to his quirk again, too, because I was so busy reading that stuff that I missed it. I didn't notice the clam hand until they, like, talked about it, too. So his quirk is Manifest. Amajiki, Tamaki. He can manifest characteristics of things he eats in his body. I read that. By the way, his right arm was from takoyaki, his left arm from clam preserves. His wing and claws are manifested from fried chicken. So it doesn't say... Interesting. I don't know, it doesn't, like, go into detail. I mentioned it briefly during the episode, but does that mean... Does he have to eat the stuff recently for him to access that power? Or is it anything he's eaten, like, since his quirk manifested at, like, 4 years old, he can access that stuff? That's pretty crazy. I'm trying to think of other stuff that we didn't see here that he could eat that would be, like, crazy. Like, I wonder if he ate, like, a... Like, I don't know, because he ate the fried chicken, which gave him a wing, but I don't know if that would mean that he could fly with that wing, especially because chickens can't really, like, fly, you know? But if he ate some kind of bird that could fly, would he be able to manifest wings that allowed him to, you know, full-on fly? That'd be kind of cool. If he ate a giraffe, would he be able to stretch his neck, like, really far? I don't know what that'd be useful for, but I'm just trying to think of, like, the crazy stuff that he could eat. Could he eat other humans? It's kind of a fucked up thing to think about, but, like, could he? I don't know. I mean, I guess, like, he already has the characteristics of a human, so I don't know what he could manifest off another human, you know? I don't know, but it's a stupid thought, but I don't know. What else could he eat that'd be, like, really strong? Turtles live in their shells, don't they? Or are their shells a part of them? Their shells might be a part of them. If he ate, like, turtle, would he be able to get, like, a turtle shell? I guess, like, if he ate a bear, maybe he could get claws or something. Is it just manifesting an aspect of that animal, or would he get, like, strength from it, too? Like, could he eat, like, an elephant and get, like... Because elephants are, like, pretty damn strong, I'm pretty sure. Could he be able to get some, like, you know, super strength, or would he only get, like, a... Like, what's their nose thing called? I don't know what that thing's called. Shoot. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. But I don't know if you would just get one of those or something. I don't know. But like, would he have the strength of it? Because I'm pretty sure those things are like pretty strong too. They like pick stuff up with them, right? I don't know. That's a crazy quirk though. That's really cool, interesting stuff. And I also like once again I want to know if it's recent too because that really limits his power if it's what he's eaten recently, you know. But we didn't see him eat any like he didn't take anything out of his pocket and just eat it right there, I don't think. But they were also eating some stuff on the way while they were out. At least Fat Gum was. So I don't know. Interesting. Hmm. But yeah, that Fat Gum guy, I talked about him before, but his appearance is just so weird. Like I said during the episode, I don't want to underestimate him because, you know, he's definitely a strong hero, but he just looks so goofy that it's like hard to take him serious when I look at him, but I mean, granted, I'm a big guy, but obviously, you know that's an extreme. You know, it's weird how his face is like merged with his body. You know, like he doesn't really have like a neck. Like there's no part of him that just like has his head get skinnier down to his neck and then goes to his body. You know, so it's just he looks goofy. Anyways, uh, the whole fight between Kirishima and the one crying villain dude was crazy. He's like sad that he didn't have the strength to save his buddies because his quirk was so bad. But then he used a drug that made his quirk like crazy. But he also like lost his damn mind while he was using it. It seemed like I don't know if he lost his mind because of like how weird he was to begin with. Like if Overhaul, like someone very calm, calculating, smart, took that drug, would he kind of be off his rocker a little bit too? Is that like the risk of using it? Is you go a little crazy, you know, using it? I don't know, but he was able to, you know, shoot the blades out all over the place. That was crazy. Got right through Kirishima's hardening, but Kirishima's ultimate move, well, one of the moves that he does is friggin' just enhancing his hardening, but limiting, you know, how long he can hold it up for. You know, very short time, but he becomes just insanely dense, and it looked so cool that, you know, that mode that he was in. That was so badass. Oh, and then he had his, you know, just while he was that dense, he just did a really hard hit to knock the guy out, or attempt to knock the guy out. He called it like, was it Red Riot Turret or something, I believe? It was interesting. It was really cool. But like I've always thought Kirishima's quirk was simple but very very cool, and this just took it to like a whole new level for me. Like, you know, he's always been like he's obviously not my favorite character, but he's always been up there in my list of like pretty cool characters, you know, with like their quirks. And if he could just utilize his quirk, you know, a little better, like in the final exams they did before the summer camp, he kind of just rushed forward. If he could get a little more strategic, you know, and not just face tank everything, I think he could be very, very strong, you know. Because obviously he has a limit, like, he can face tank a lot, he has a limit. Obviously this guy's blades got so sharp they cut through him, but even when he was fighting, like, Bakugo, he absorbed, like, a bunch of hits in that, in the tournament arc. But the problem was, is he just couldn't, you know, outclass him. He couldn't come up with a way to beat him regardless, even though he was tanking all the hits for a while. But if he could just strategize and come up with, I don't know, sneak attacks, you know, coming at him from different angles, like trying to dodge more rather than just taking it all on. You know, the way he works together with other people too, like in the final exam, if they would have, you know, split up against Cementos instead of just taking it on full on together and everything, things might have been different running through the alleyways and stuff like that. Who knows? But I've always just thought that he could be so much more than what he was. And seeing that this episode was really cool. Even though really what he reinforced was what he was already good at, which is just face tank and move forward. You know, be be a shield, you know, and that's exactly what he did. But I understand why he did it too. Is he was trying to hold, like in this instance, I understand why he didn't, you know, try to, you know, run away or sneak attack or do any kind of like special kind of stuff, was because there's people behind him that he was trying to protect. So that was definitely a case where he just had to, you know, block it all so the people behind him didn't you know, didn't get hurt. But those people sat there and watched him through the whole fight. They did not run away. They made his life more difficult because he had to eat those blows, because those people were too like, oh, I want to watch this hero fight. You know, this kid's taking all these hits from me, but I'm just gonna stand here and watch, you know, even though I should be running my ass off. But yeah. Anyways, that was just, oh, I still can't get over how cool that was with him just super enhancing like that. Man. And then we saw how strong those blades were, right? They were able to cut through his skin in his first, you know, hardening form. Yet the fat gum guy was able to pull him in his body, and you could see like the pokes going through his body. He was able even to absorb the blades, you know, like you'd think that maybe a blunt instrument would be more likely to be absorbed by stuff like that, but when it's something like sharp and pointy, that's like crazy. It honestly, like right now in my own time, I'm watching The Flash, the old seasons of that, and there's a character on there that is, you know, kind of like a silly putty kind of thing, like a rubber band sort of thing. And he's the same way, where like even explosions and knives and stuff like that just bounce right off him, you know. So that kind of thing is like crazy. It also reminds me of like One Piece, where we have Luffy, who is, you know, the rubber man, but swords and stuff will still hurt him, so that's different, you know. So like there's a few different kind of things like that that you can compare it to, but yeah, that's crazy. I really like that. Once again, you know, we had a big emphasis on it towards the end of, well, yeah, towards the end, like during the whole practical, no, provisional license exam, we had the emphasis on Midoriya and Bakugo being two of the people that the class really look up to, you know? And we had more emphasis on that, where we had Bakugo, who is being a, you know, symbol for Kirishima and the other people, you know, talking about how he doesn't stand up to them, he can't compare to them, and then Bakugo being able to help him out a bit and everything, and keeping us calm and actually doing some really good stuff. So I've always, I can see, like, in the beginning, hating Bakugo. I didn't like him either. But as soon as we had that moment in Season 1, after Midoriya beat him, and then he saw everyone else fight, and he kind of got humbled and realized he wasn't, you know, the biggest fish in the sea, and, you know, those other big fish that he had to worry about, and he, like, teared up saying that, you know, this was his starting line and stuff like that. That was the moment where I started to be like, all right, Bakugo, I respect you a bit more. You're over the top, you know, you're Bakugo, but, you know, I can get behind what your ideals are, you know. And just ever since then, I've slowly like grown more and more and more to like Bakugo. Once again, not my favorite character, but I can, you know, I can get him, I can understand him and everything, and I'm really liking what they've done with his character and everything. He's still, they haven't, you know, just full 180 changed his personality, but they have toned him back a little bit. It's become more humorous when he's doing his yelling and angry thing, you know. And every now and then we see those moments where he's not even angry, where he, you know, just gives really good advice, and that's just really cool. But yeah. And then we had the end credit scene where everyone got to see, you know, the public, you know, news online records of Red Riot, or Kirishima, whatever you want to call them, Uraraka and Sue all made the news regarding, you know, all their feats, which is really cool. Everyone in the class is praising them, but we had what they kind of teased at the beginning of the work study, where they're falling behind in their classes a bit because of all this. So they got to take like extra classes and stuff like that. And then just some more of Midoriya, just worried about what's gonna happen with everything, that he's learned and dealt with and all that. Oh, also something from the very beginning that I didn't mention. That's cool that Sue and Uraraka are going to be teaming up with Midoriya, Sir Night Eye's team and everything, for going after Overhaul. So that's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, I wonder if they didn't mention it, but I wonder if we're gonna get Kirishima's team with Fat Gum and them over there as well, or if it's only gonna be those two teams teaming up. And also, we also haven't seen Tokoyami yet, who went to go with the number 3 hero, I think, or number 4. The Hawks, I believe his name was. We didn't get to see that yet, so I'm sure we're gonna get an episode touching base on him a little bit. It might not be as long as the Kirishima thing, or it could be. Like they can do that stuff and it's still very good. That'll be pretty sweet to see if we do get some more of that as well. But yeah. Alright, so I forgot to talk about something in my initial discussion, so I'm kind of splicing this in afterwards, so if things seem a little awkward, like the way they transition, that's why. I forgot to talk about the whole Kirishima part where we had some flashback, and I really meant to. I wanted to go back and rewatch the scene, which since then I have done while I was editing the video, and it seems like at some point when he was younger, probably before UA, it seems like it most likely was before UA, he must have been in the same school as Mina, because I'm pretty damn sure it was Mina that was running, and then it transitioned to a villain that looks like he had someone like smashed against a wall, and then it cut to him just like standing there, like looks like he was frozen. So I guess I want to talk about it for a bit, because obviously we all saw the scene, I just want to describe it, but what I think, like my interpretation, I suppose, of that scene would be that there was some kind of villain attack while he was maybe in middle school or something like that, before UA, and maybe at that time he did want to be a hero, but he wasn't able to move. It was something almost like a parallel to Midoriya, when Midoriya first entered the entrance exams, and he went up against like the robot that came at him right at the beginning, and he wasn't able to move his legs, he wasn't able to do anything, and then that's when Aoyama came in and saved him with his navel laser. But it seemed like it was almost a situation like that, where there was something tragic happening in front of him, and he wasn't able to move. And then he was realizing that in this moment, it dawned on him that he might not have been able to move back then, but at this moment, he was a hero, he was able to move, he was able to, save the people where he wasn't able to when he was younger, and, he was able to see his own growth, not only in his character, but in his quirk as well, where, when they were talking in the dorm, he was even able to kind of, talk about how he wasn't up to snuff, up to par with everybody else, and it's just a really cool moment to display his growth, so it was, that's my interpretation of the past thing. Maybe we'll get more eventually, maybe they just wanted to keep it that subtle little bit. I'd love to see more and understand and have him maybe talk about that, but I could also see My Hero Academia also doing something where they're just very, subtle with it, and it's just something very small and minor that we saw right there, and it's like never touched up on again, and we just have to, make our own interpretations, so. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say for this extra little bit I threw in, so now we're going to cut back into whatever else I was talking to, wherever I place this little bit. Alright, yeah. Was there anything else that I missed? I don't know. Was there? I don't know. They're gonna be teaming up, going after that. Oh, I guess the villain stuff is the only thing I didn't talk about yet. So it seems like obviously, which, I mean, anybody could have guessed because of the way Shigaraki is that he's not just going to hand over, his entire organization to Overhaul, but what he wants to do is, joint partnership, which is a fair offer from Shigaraki, honestly. We didn't really get an answer from Overhaul, except for the fact that he started explaining his plan, which means, it might be an answer in itself, so I don't know. But that's definitely an interesting thing going on there. So, joint partnership kind of stuff. I don't know what Shigaraki was gonna do. He was like reaching in his pocket to pull something out, and the two other guys freaked out. And I don't think Shigaraki was planning on doing anything bad. Maybe I'm wrong, but they probably thought he was pulling out like a gun or something, so that's why the two little henchmen freaked out the way they did. But I think he was just going to pull out the little bullet, the little dart thing that they were talking about, but yeah, so he's got some kind of plan, which we don't know entirely, but, planning on reshaping Hero Society. Being able to take away quirks is going to be a very scary thing in the future and stuff like that, but yeah, guys. I think that pretty much sums up most of what happened in the episode. I may have missed a thing or two, but yeah, it was a very good episode. I very much enjoyed it, and I'm very much looking forward to this team up we have, the takedown of Overhaul, seeing those fights that are going to happen, Tokoyami stuff, all the stuff that we're going to be having in this first, part of the season. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and go ahead, if you want to support the channel, you can hit that subscribe button. Also, in the description, there's a Patreon link if you want to further support the channel. You can get access to full length or early access, so you can, full length lets you see the entire episode with me. You sync your own footage with the timer that I put up on the screen. We watch the whole episode together. And early access is not effective for this show because I watch this as it airs and I release it to you guys as it airs, so you don't have to wait a week for my reactions for this one. We can all watch it together. But for my other shows, if you're interested in those, all of those have early access enabled at the moment, so you guys can, see ahead of time if you're, that level of patron. So very much appreciate if you guys go that route. If not, it's perfectly fine as well. Subscribing is free, that's nice as well. If I reach 1,000 subscribers, I get partnered, but I'm very far away from that, so. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.